this quadratic equation. So under this topic, we have three ways of how we can solve the quadratic equations. The first way, you have completing the square method. Then the second way, you have quadratic method. Then the third way, you have factorization method. So we'll start with completing the square method. Completing the square method. So under this method, let's say the quadratic equation is written in form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So this is the form in which the quadratic equations is written. So under the completing methods, under the completing square method, we will add b over 2 squared in each part. In this part and the other part. So we'll add the quadratic, the b over 2 squared. So the first step before working this method, you ensure that c is at the other side of the equal sign. So we'll say ax squared plus bx is equals to c. That is rule number 1. Then rule number 2, you ensure that our a is 1. Ensure that a is 1. So let's say if we have a as 3, we will divide both of them with 3 to make sure that a is 1. So rule number 1, I said c should be at the other side of the equal sign, then a should have a value of 1. That is rule number 2. Let's say we have this equation. So we have x squared minus 6x plus 8 is equals to 0. So our rule number 1, I say the value of a should be 1. So here the value of a is 1. So there is no need of changing. Then number 2, c should be at the other side of the equal sign. So we'll have x squared minus 6x is equals to negative 8. Then we have to add b over 2 squared. So our b is negative 6. You pick the number with the sign, so it is negative 6. So we will add x squared minus 6x plus negative 6 over 2 squared is equals to 8 plus negative 6 over 2 squared. Then when you reach here, you pick what is squared alone, that is x and negative 6 over 2. So it is x minus negative 6 over 2, that is negative 3. Then you square outside the bracket. Then you drop this one. You drop the value of b. So you say it's equals to negative 8 plus negative 6 divided 2, that is negative 3, and squared. Then we say x minus 3 squared is equals to negative 8 plus negative 3 squared, that is 9. So x minus 3 squared is equals to 9 minus 1, 9 minus 8, that is 1. So we have x minus 3 squared is equals to 1. But we need to get the value of x. So we square root both sides. We square root both sides so that this square root cancels the square. Then we remain with x minus 3 is equals to the square root of 1. But the square root of a number is either positive or negative. So we'll say x minus 3 is equals to positive or negative 1. Then the first value of x, we will pick the positive 1. Then the second value of x will go with negative 1. So the first value is x minus 3 is equals to 1. Then negative 3 we go the other side. So x is equals to 4, or the second value, x minus 3 is equals to negative 1, then 3 will go to the other side, and x is equals to 3 minus 1, x is equals to 2. So the values of x have x is equals to 4 or 2. Those are the values of x. The second method of solving quadratic equations, we have factorization method. So I say the quadratic equation is in form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So in factorization, there is sum and product. So sum and product. So you get two numbers that when those two numbers are added, you get the value of b. And when those two numbers are multiplied, the value that you get, that value corresponds to a multiplied by c. So you get two numbers. When you get the sum of those two numbers, the value that you get should correspond to the value of b. Then when those numbers are multiplied, the values that you get should correspond to a multiplied by c. So let's see our equation. That is x squared minus 6x plus 8 is equals to 0. So we need to solve this equation using factorization method. So one, you get the sum and product. So sum is the same as b, that is negative 6. Then product, it is a multiplied by c. So it is 1 times 8, that is 8. So you get two numbers, that is 4 and that is negative 4 and negative 2. When you get negative 4 multiplied by negative 2, you get 8. Then negative 4 plus negative 2, you get negative 6. So these are the two numbers. So these numbers, we are going to replace it here. So it will be x squared minus, we replace these two numbers, that is minus 4x, again minus 2x plus 8 is equals to 0. So you'll see that these two numbers have replaced the value of b. So we have negative 4x and negative 2x, but here we have negative 6. So these numbers replaced this one. Now when you reach here, you pair the first two, then the last two. Then we look at the first two. The common number here is x. So x will be outside the bracket. Then x minus 4. Then here common is negative 2 into bracket x minus 4 is equals to 0. So you pick what is outside the brackets, that is x at negative 2, x minus 2, you put in one bracket. Then because the two brackets are the same, you drop 1, you pick 1, x minus 4 is equals to 0. Then the first one, that is x minus 2, we equate it to 0 so that we get the first value of x. So x is equals to 2. Then the second bracket, that is x minus 4 is equals to 0. Then x is equals to 4. So you'll see that the value of x is either 4 or 2. The last method of solving quadratic equation, that is quadratic method. So in quadratic method, first I said that the quadratic equation is in form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So the quadratic formula, we have x is equals to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So this is the formula that we are going to use under quadratic method. So let's say we have our equation, that is x squared minus a half x minus a third is equals to 0. So we solve. So step 1, we remove these fractions. That's the best way of working with this equation. So the way we remove the fractions, we get the LCM of denominators. That is 2 and 3. That is 1, 2, 3, and 1. So the LCM is 6. So you multiply everything by 6. You multiply everything by 6. So that this will be 6x squared minus 3x minus 2 is equals to 0. So this is our equation. So now we start. That is x is equals to negative b, and b is negative 3. That is b. So it's equals to negative 3 plus or minus. Then this b squared, then this negative 3 squared minus 4 times a which is 6, 4ac, and our c is negative 2 over 2 times a which is 6. So x is equals to, this negative will change to positive 3, then plus or minus 3 squared, that is 9, minus 4 times 6, that is 24. 24 times negative 2, that is negative 48, over 2a, that is 2 times 6, which is 12. When we say x is equals to 3 plus or minus, so this one is negative times negative, that will change to be positive. So we'll have 48 plus 9. We have 48 plus 9 over 12. So we say x is equals to 3 plus or minus, so that is 48 plus 9, that is 57 over 12. So x is equals to, you get the square root of 57, so x is equals to 3 plus or minus 7.55 over 12. So the first one will go with positive 1. So x is equals to 3 plus 7.55 over 12, which we will get 0.8792, or x is equals to 3 minus 7.55 over 12, which will get negative 0.3792. So these are the two values of x. A perfect square is a quadratic equation that when you get the values, the values of x, they are the same values. So x has two values, but they are the same. So it either has 1, 1, negative 1, negative 1, 2, 2, or negative 2, negative 2. So that's the meaning of perfect square. So to solve perfect square, we use this formula. B squared is equals to 4ac. So this is the formula that we use to get the missing values of a perfect square equation. So let's say we have this equation, that is x squared plus 4x plus 4 is equals to 0. So we need to confirm if it is a perfect square method. So we'll say, let us solve using factorization method. Let's solve using this method. So sum is equals to 4, then product is equals to, again, 4, 4, 4. So two numbers, when you add you get 4, then when you multiply you get 4, that is 2 and 2. Then you replace these numbers with this one. So we'll say x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4 is equals to 0. Then we pair 2. Then common here is x. So it is x into bracket x plus 2. Then common here, that is plus 2, x plus 2 is equals to 0. So we have outside the bracket, that is x plus 2. Then we drop one bracket, we remain with 1, x plus 2 is equals to 0. So you will see that x plus 2, x plus 2. So we will say x plus 2 is equals to 0. Then x is equals to negative 2. Then also when you do this, you get x is equals to negative 2. So that is the meaning of a perfect square. It will just give you the two values of x, but they will be the same. So to use this formula, let's say we have this one as c. Then you are told to calculate the value of c, or get the value of c. So to get the value of c, we use this formula as b squared is equals to 4ac. Let's say like this. If x squared plus 4ax plus c is equals to 0, get the value of c. So we use this formula. B is 4, so it is 4 squared is equals to 4ac, 4 multiplied by a which is 1, times c. So 4 squared is 16 is equals to 4 times 1 times c, that is 4c. Then we divide by 4, we divide by 4. We'll get that c is equals to 4, which is the same as the first equation. And let's say we have these two, that is x squared plus bx plus 4 is equals to 0. Then you are told to get the value of b. We use the same formula, that is b squared is equals to 4ac. So we say b squared, which is b, is equals to 4 times a which is 1, times c which is 4. So b squared is equals to 4 times 1 times 4, that is 16. So square root. So b is equals to 4. Let us work out this question. A positive 2-digit number is such that the product of its digit is 24. When the digits are reversed, the number formed is greater than the original number by 18. So find the number. So I have said a positive 2-digit number is such that the product of its digit is 24. So let's say that number is xy. That's the number. So when you multiply x multiplied by y, you will get 24, because the product of its digit is 24. When the digits are reversed, the number formed is greater than the original number by 18. So the original number is xy, but we will work it in form of place values. So the place value of y is ones, then the place value of x is tens. So we will multiply the value times the place value. That is x 10, then we add y. So this is the original number. Then the number after being changed, it was yx. So the place value of x changed to ones, the place value of y changed to tens. So it is 10 times y plus x times 1. So this is the number after the value was changed. So this number is greater than this one by 18. So we'll say this one, that is 10y plus x minus this one, that is 10x plus y is equals to 18. So we open the bracket, 10y plus x minus 10x minus y is equals to 18. So 10y minus y, that is 9y minus, that is negative 10x plus x, that is negative 9x is equals to 18. This is 9y minus 9x is equals to 18. So we divide by 9, so y is equals to y minus x is equals to 2. This is equation 1. In equation 2, we will get it from this one. That is x, y is equals to 24. So this is equation 2. This is equation 2. So we will say, using equation 1, y is equals to 2 plus x. Then we substitute this value in equation 2 where there is y. So it will be x 2 plus x is equals to 24. It is xy, but y is 2x plus 2 plus x. So we substitute x multiplied by 2 plus x. So that is 2x plus x squared is equals to 24. So we have formed the quadratic equation. So the equation is x squared plus 2x is equals to 24. So I will use the completing the square method. That is x squared plus 2x plus 2 over, that is b over 2 squared. 2 over 2 squared is equals to 24 plus 2 over 2 then squared. Then you pick what is squared. That is x plus 1 squared is equals to 24 plus 1 squared. So x plus 1 squared is equals to 24 plus 1. That is 25, because the square of 1 is 1. So we square root both sides. Then x plus 1 is equals to positive or negative. The square root of 25 is 5. So the first value will go with the positive 1, then the second value will go to negative 1. So it is x plus 1 is equals to 5. Then this one will go, then x is equals to 5 minus 1, that is 4. Then the second value will be x plus 1 is equals to negative 5. So x is equals to, this one will go there. So it is negative 5 minus 1, that is negative 6. So because we are dealing with the numbers, we will pick the positive one. So x is 5. Then we said x times y is equals to 24, and x is 4. So it is 4 times y is equals to 24. Divide by 4, divide by 4. So y is equals to 6. So our number is 46.